Hi there, my name is Rakia, and I'm so excited to help you on your English learning journey. Learning a new language can feel challenging, but with the right tips and a little consistency, it's absolutely possible. In today's video, I'm going to share 9 simple and effective tips to help you master English as a beginner. Whether you're starting from scratch or just looking for better strategies, these tips will make your learning fun and productive. Let's dive right in. 9. Effective tips on how to learn English for beginners. If you are just starting your journey to learn English, these tips will set you on the right path. Let's go over some practical advice specifically for beginners that will help you learn faster and build confidence. 1. Start speaking as soon as possible. If you're serious about learning to speak English quickly, the evidence is clear. Having regular conversations with a fluent speaker is pretty much the only way. The faster you can break the mental barrier of testing your language skills out loud, the faster you'll be able to speak confidently. Students learning a language by having conversations over video chat tended to see much faster results than those using traditional methods. Scientists followed 2 groups of students as they began learning a new language. Group A was studying using grammar and vocabulary exercises. Group B was learning by speaking using video technology. After 12 weeks, it was found that Group A had made no significant improvement, but Group B had developed their language skills significantly. They had gained more varied vocabularies, performed better in listening comprehension tests, were more able to use grammar, and spoke more confidently. Put simply, even if you study vocabulary exercises, grammar lessons, and theory regularly for weeks, unless you learn English by speaking, you risk not learning how to draw these skills together. This is an easy mistake to make. How often have you heard someone say, "I can understand most of what I hear in English, but I am not very good at speaking it"? Luckily, it has never been easier to find someone to practice speaking with, even if you're learning English from home. Preply has thousands of expert tutors ready to chat over in a video call, and you can adjust our filters to only show those who charge what you can afford to pay. Having a native speaker's undivided attention for regular 1-hour sessions can feel intense, but that's because it is highly effective. You will see real progress fast. We are so confident that all lessons come with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. 2. Read English often. It has never been easier to find reading materials in English or quicker to look things up on Google Translate if you get frustrated. If you aren't quite ready to tackle the complete works of Shakespeare, try browsing celebrity gossip on easy reading websites like BuzzFeed, Mashable, or Upworthy. Reading a book you love in your native language in the English translation. Switching your search browser to show English language results by default. Following more American, British, Australian, and Canadian public figures on Twitter and Instagram. If you find yourself stopping and starting a lot, try studying this list of the 1,000 most common words in English. They are thought to be the most necessary words for reading in English and make up around 50% of all written text. 3. Hold yourself accountable. If you want to Learn English fast, regular practice has to become a habit. But it's no good just promising you'll spend extra time working on your language skills. You have to find some way of guaranteeing you'll practice even when life gets in the way. If you have great willpower, making yourself accountable could be as simple as setting up a reminder to study at a certain time every day, like when you come home from work. But for most of us, staying motivated to do anything new is far easier when someone else is depending on us. You have a 65% chance of completing a goal if you commit to someone. Even more encouragingly, if you have a specific appointment with this person to discuss your progress, the chance of completing your goal rises to 95%. You could find a partner who is also learning English to compare progress with regularly, or simply find a tutor who you like and respect. If you decide to try one of Preply's tutors, watch videos from a few different people before taking a lesson. Search for someone you think you might connect with, perhaps a person with similar interests or life experiences to you. It is easy to stick to your language learning goals when one of our awesome tutors is rooting for you. 4. Keep your personal goal in mind. There's no easy way around it. Learning English fast will take serious energy. Once you've identified your goal, make sure that all your efforts take you another step towards it. For instance, someone learning English to take a degree at an English language university should focus on specialist words and phrases relevant to their course. If you're learning English for work, you might like to focus on words and phrases relevant to the office. Many people also choose to learn for a partner or someone they love and spend the most time on informal language. This step will save you from a common frustration, following a textbook that encourages you to learn content that you won't need to use anytime soon. Don't spend hours memorizing words for all the animals in the zoo if it won't be helpful for presenting at that board meeting. This is another benefit of working with one of Preply's tutors. You can discuss your personal reasons for learning English and work with them to create a learning plan tailored to you. That way, you can learn the vocabulary you need a lot faster. 6. Learn whole sentences. Flashcards are useful, but studies show that learning whole sentences might be even more useful. Language nerds call this technique sentence mining. Do a quick internet search for sentence mining, and you will find an enthusiastic online community who swear that this is the quickest route to learning English at home. Certainly, learning whole sentences by heart can help you to learn words in context and teach you how their meaning takes on subtle changes in different contexts. Ask your tutor to help you come up with sentences relevant to your personal learning goals. 7. Listen to native English speakers. Try to speak your language. Whether your mother tongue is Czech, Spanish, or Turkish, chances are you have spoken to a native English speaker who has learned to speak it, and you've thought, that doesn't sound quite right. One easy tip is to pay attention to the common mistakes native English speakers make in your language, especially in sentence structure and grammar. These are probably clues as to how English grammar is different from that of the language you know best. 8. Change your phone and social media settings to English. So maybe you can understand the basics of English. Want to progress to the next step? Now, it's time to get as much exposure to the language as possible. Most of us spend hours every day staring at our phones, scrolling aimlessly. Changing the settings on your phone to English is a very easy way to immerse yourself in the language. Changing your phone settings will teach you some words very relevant to modern life that you won't necessarily see on language learning websites, such as newsfeed and sponsored content. 9. Find a community of language learners. When you start digging into more advanced aspects of learning English, it can be very motivating to share your insights, breakthroughs, and frustrations with other people. Here are some great ways to connect with fellow learners if you are studying from home. Try Reddit's English Language Forum. Get answers to difficult questions in Q&A section. Search for public Facebook groups for ESL learners. Look for Discord servers. For more ideas on finding study buddies, check out our guide to language communities to improve your language skills. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who's also learning English. Subscribe to the channel for more tips and motivation on improving your skills. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning.